Richard catches between the rings. Richard will hold. Shot clock start. Shove this one up for the Gators. Shove up an SEC tournament championship for Florida.
To win that SEC this year, they said that's, other than whoever team wins March Madness, that's going to be the second hardest thing to do in college basketball, is to win that tournament.
We just had a dominant performance and it looked like Gator basketball.
Goes out of a double to Howe. Up top for three. Howe, right in the kisser. What a shot by Howe. Aberdeen catches angle left. Drives, going to the rim. Lays it up and in with 5 on the shot clock.
How meaningful was that for you with what you went through on that court a year ago?
It was really meaningful. I mean, I think once the buzzer sounded, or a little bit before it, Coach Hartman came up to me and gave me a big hug, and I just couldn't help but just get emotional.
He made a decision for the team. He gave up his whole year to come back and be a part of what we did. So I'm happy for him, happy for his family, and I'm happy for the team that we got to be a part of his comeback.
We've been able to put together a collection of players that are incredibly talented, but are willing to put the team above individuals. And they've done an incredible job all year. They've pushed each other. They've raised the bar in terms of our intensity on both sides of the ball. And the way we play collectively, we have a chance to win the national championship.
Congratulations to Todd Golden and the 2024-25 Florida Gators.
As we were leaving Nashville after winning the championship, we actually got in the air about 5 minutes right before the selection show started. So we were worried we were gonna have to be in the air for an hour without knowing where we were going or who we were playing.
We heard the intercom or whatever it's called. We heard go off, and then we were expecting the pilot or the flight attendant to come on, and then we look up and it's Golden there, and we're like, wait, what?
We got some news from the flight deck. Go ahead. Gators is the 1 seed in the West. We're going to be playing number 16 Norfolk State on Friday.
We've been working all year to put ourselves in that position. So just being able to, hear it say at that moment while we were flying was, I think it was epic. It was just different.
Once he told us, we was like, let's do it, Let's start preparing for Norfolk State.
It's interesting kind of how our mentality had to change after winning the SEC tournament, because we had been a team all year that had kind of tried to embody the underdog mentality. That flipped dramatically right away. We went from being the underdog to, right after winning, having all 4 of the ESPN men's basketball analysts pick us to win the national championship.
As soon as the game gets done, you got to mentally prepare for the grind that's going to be that next week of preparing for the next game or two.
We knew what the bigger goal was for us, and I think that shows the maturity of the team. We have older guys who, came back to win a national championship.
Round 1 of the NCAA men's basketball tournament. Number 1 Florida, number 16 Norfolk State. Step 1 in a 6-step journey to a national championship. The opening tap belongs to the Florida Gators. Walter on the bounce, takes a deep 3 off the logo, buries it. That's how this one starts. Here's darting to his left. Drives, trying to put a runner, swatted away by Chinyulu. Ball loose, grabbed by Clayton. Clayton through traffic, back pass to Martin. Refeed Clayton on the right wing. Left hand dribble into the paint, dish underneath, touch, block the block and a catch and a dunk for Chinyulu. Give and go, and tried to flop, couldn't get a call on a turnover. Outlet pass, Condon ahead to Richard, to the trailing help, catching a 2-hand flush. And a very rough stretch for the Florida Gators to end the first half. An 11-0 run for Norfolk State.
It was definitely a wake-up moment for us. I mean, starting off being dominant those first 10 minutes and then kind of slacking off and seeing them make a little run. I mean, it shows you that you can't slack off or get content at any point.
I may or may not have hit the whiteboard at halftime of that game, trying to make sure our fight and our tenacity and our motivation was where it needed to be. But it was definitely a good opportunity to teach in a moment of strength when we were winning.
Long dump pass to Richard. Drive and kick off the baseline. Up top, Condon wide open for 3. Banked it in. Back to the rack, and Condon denies the layup opportunity by Ings. Could be a good trip here to Clayton. Gives it up in the corner to Martin. Martin drives baseline left, winds and dumps it with the right hand. Chop this one up for the Gators. Florida with the win and into the round of 32.
Hey, that's the deal. We're going to let our best today. They pretty much played even with us for the last couple minutes, all right? We'll be better on Sunday. All right, let's get ready to get some work. One down.
Once you get through the first round, every team you're playing is going to be really good.
Here Later this afternoon, the #1 seeded Florida Gators go up against the 8th seeded UConn Huskies.
When you're facing back-to-back national championships, you know it's going to be a tough task.
Great matchup, Sean. We match up well with UConn today.
It was the 1 seed, there was the 8 seed, but it wasn't just going to be no cakewalk. We knew it was going to be a dogfight for the whole 40 minutes going into the game.
Here we go. It's a battle of the last 2 teams to win back-to-back national champs.
We knew that UConn was pretty good. This was their defining moment.
Martin, and the Gators are off to a 6-0 start. Martin's got an open 3 angle right. Good. Makes it 11-6 Florida. The Caravan, left side 3. Good. Caravan just re-entered, and UConn has its first lead, 18-16. Pass dangerously to Clayton on the right wing. Goes around the hump screen, shoots for 3. Lead back to Florida. Chased by McNeely. Drives it to the left low post. Pivots 360. The right hook's good. Gator can't get loose of Martin. Shot clock at 3. 2. Deep 3 left side. Good for Diarra. And we are tied at 31 at the end of the first half.
It's one of them things where you just uncertain. You uncertain until the moment comes, and you just gotta attack the moment.
What were the moments from that game that you felt really made a difference? That stand out to you?
Walter Clayton Jr.
Walter guarded by Caravan now above the right foul line extended. Rises for 3. Clayton gives the Gators the lead at 62-61.
Walt hit like a tough, hezzy pull 3, and then the next play down, I got his back tap still into a dunk.
To Condon, outlet pass to Mitchell, dunks with 2 hands.
I'll probably say that's when I was like, okay, yeah, but we're about to win this one.
Blake trying to turn the corner, chased by Diarra, square, shoot, ripped a 3-pointer up the right wing.
To beat the champs, you gotta beat the champs, and that's what we had to do.
Rebound to Martin, Martin to the rim, dunks with 2 hands, and how sweet it is. Florida is back in the Sweet 16. Got it done.
Walter, for you and for all your guys here to have the chance now to play in a Sweet 16, how does that sound?
And it sounds great, man. You know, we done had a plan. We know Gator basketball got a great history. We're trying to bring it back a little bit, so it's great that we're getting to this point.
Our team had given me a lot of confidence over the year with the way we played in different moments, but that game specifically, in an environment like that, against a Hall of Fame head coach, against a 2-time national championship team, it gave us a lot of confidence going to the Sweet 16. Our first day, we practiced at the University of San Francisco and got to go see Chris Gerlofson, a great friend who's now the head coach there, a lot of my former staff. It was just a very prideful moment for me to bring Florida all the way across the country back to San Francisco.
We know how much that meant for Coach Golden. That was just added motivation.
A couple of our coaches, like, they started their careers out there. So Victor Lopez, our strength coach, he was really big about like getting out there and like being one with the earth. That's the way he like described it.
We were grounding, so we like took off our shoes every day and like went to like, I don't even know, like an open field or something, and just like relax in there. I think it helps with like the mind and just the psychic.
The grounding I wasn't a fan of. I don't really like getting my feet dirty, so I was a little uncomfortable, but I did it for the team.
I think that just having like those moments like away from basketball, it really helped us like bond and create the family that we created.
Here goes Clayton with a long shot from outside. He hit that from College Park.
Picks it up, feeds Houck. Angle left for 3. Got it. Boy, that's big. 12 minutes to go in the half. Richard around the screen, launches a 3. Good, and another Gators 3. Jump pass to Houck, wing right, feed the low post. Chinglu catches, spins, shoots, off the glass and in. Houck down the lane, spins away from the cup, goes to Martin. Up top for 3 off the jab step, drill it. Elijah Martin smokes one from up high.
Gillespie lost the handle. Turnover, Martin got it. Clayton 2-on-1. Richard will dive and get it inside.
Kondo obviously was dealing with some ankle issues. It asked Tommy, Micah, Ruben to really step up and shoulder more of the load, and I thought all 3 of those guys gave us great minutes in that game.
5 to shoot, spins, loses man, shovels to Chinglu, catching a 2-hand dunk.
Without Condon, who twisted an ankle in the first half, they go inside with a fake and a finish. Chinglu. Martin 3. Rebound the hustling Houck. Out to Clayton. Martin free to fire the 3.
And Alex Condon will check back in.
We all knew we had to pull together to be able to get it done, and Condon did a great job of attacking his treatment, recovery right, and just getting back out there for us.
Step back, jump pass inside for Condon. Condon lost the handle, dives, puts it down. Handlocked and catches it mid-flight. He hit the rim and then rebounds to score his own miss. Are you kidding me?
Parachuting in. Condon swats it.
Up the floor to Aberdeen. Simpson inside, out wide open. Catch and the layup is good.
Florida in the second half shooting 52%. Aberdeen 3. Bullseye.
We just have a lot of dogs on this team. I mean, go through a lot and still leave it all out there for the Gator Nation.
Anderson gets to the rim, lays it up and in. 87-71. Florida knocks out Maryland and will play for the West Region Championship on Saturday.
You guys got off to a great start in that game, kind of controlled it, it seemed, from the beginning. Just tell me about what were your takeaways from that one and how good did that feel just to get back out on the court?
They have good program, they play well, and they got good players and all. It was just pretty good coming out there and playing for each other, enjoying each other's presence, and being able to to run it up.
It's the Elite Eight. The winner gets a trip to San Antonio to participate in the Final Four. Florida and Texas Tech here in the West Region Championship. There really isn't a whole lot to kick around here, Lee. Both these teams are elite. They're in that Elite Eight. Rarefied air, and the Gators have a chance to make it 10 wins in a row and return to the Final Four where they have not been since 2014. To the right wing, a three on the way, down for Kerwin Walton. They send it corner right, Walton for three, he's got another one. 6-0 Texas Tech in a blink. Hop wins the rebound, over to the left wing, Aberdeen's for three, and that's it. Quick pass up top, catch and shoot three, Williams knocks it down. Tied at 19, handed to Richard, and back to Hop, open three-wing right, bang, got it. So the Gators are right back. Gives to Clayton, darting down the left side of the lane, hops it up and in. Hands it off to Overton, stolen by Hop, foot race to the other end. Hop to the rim, dunk with the right hand. 2-foot jump stop, and runs up a shot and in. Clayton drives hard from the left angle to the rack. Finger rolls good. They did it again, Lee Humphrey. The half-court heave is too late. It hits the back of the rim. The Gators unable to score to end the half, but take a lead into the halftime locker room. 20 minutes remaining. Settle in, gang. If you're in the same physical state that Lee and Steve and I are in, this is going to be a high wire act the rest of the way. Runs, shovels underneath to Federico, change sides of the rim, turns, wild hook, no good, rebound, Tech, and it's Overton with a second chance put back. Ouch. The Gators are in trouble. Florida's down 10, and Todd Golden calls for a timeout.
Later portion of that game, we were up against it, and there were some moments where we were awfully concerned that even if we had played perfect down the stretch, that we weren't going to be able to come back, but again, Tommy, he hits two big threes and cuts it from, 9 to 3 almost instantaneously.
Williams there, back to Hop, tees on the three, gone!
Clayton left for the high middle screen, picks it up. Here comes Richard to catch, sends it to wing right for three. Oh, right in the kisser!
And that gave us a big jolt. That gave us some confidence. That gave us some life. That gave us some belief. And then Walter obviously makes a big time three to tie it up.
And it back to Clayton, who dribbles to his left. Gets the foul line extended. Rises for three. Bang, you got it! Florida's tied the game at 75.
All I had to do was just get it to Walt.
Got hit, rolling. Clayton catches. Won't shoot against Toppin. Pulls it out. Fires for three. Good! They got it from the top of the yard. It's now a 1-point advantage.
Obviously, they went up. They had their run. Basketball is a game of runs. We just had to figure out a way to go on ours.
Orange and blue victorious in moments. Long inbounds pass. Caught by Condon. Outlet pass to Martin. Chop this one up for the Gators. Hello, San Antonio. Florida's going to the Final Four. They have won it here in San Francisco by the count of 84-79.
When the buzzer sounded in that one, what was your first thought, and just a sense of you guys are going to the Final Four?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When the buzzer sounded, I was in shock. normally people don't win games like that.
Hold on. Yes, sir. That feels good, man. Yes, sir.
You know, obviously, man, you grow up watching all these games on the TV, you know, and you put yourself in them positions, you know, whenever you're younger. But whenever the moment is just real, it's just you get the feelings, you get the emotions, you get all of that stuff. It was just it was a great feeling, man.
It was amazing, you know, when we got that trophy and got to cut down the nets there in San Fran. It was a really cool feeling, and you know, we wanted to bring that energy to San Antonio.
Two more.
You know, winning that game against Texas Tech and kind of solidifying our opportunity to go to the Final Four was incredible. Obviously, to do it in San Francisco, you know, it was just something that I'll simply never forget.
The Gators are celebrating on the floor as the West Region champs. They're going to the Final Four.
Final Four, man. We at San Antonio.
It was a really cool, little reception that we had there.
People dancing, people cheering, you know. It just brings to the volume of March Madness, the NCAA tournament.
There's filled with a bunch of San Antonio cultural stuff, and then at the end of the walkway, you just saw the national championship trophy, and then that's when it kind of hits you whoa, we're here.
It's the biggest stage in the sport, obviously. You've been there before. How did you use your prior experience to kind of help this group know what to expect?
I don't want to take anything from them from the moment. I don't want to be that guy that's always, oh yeah, I did that. Oh, this is gonna happen. That first experience I had fueled me to get back there. And I want them guys to do it all over again. To remember that feeling that they had on the first moments when they making the Final Four and get to the scene in the city and everything that comes with being a winner is just balancing between being a vet and then letting guys experience it themselves.
I was really surprised by how big everything was. I wasn't used to playing in a football stadium with a basketball court in the middle and just trying to get used to everything, trying to get used to the depth perception and all that. It was definitely different, but it was just special.
Once we qualified for the Final Four, our mentality shifted again to, hey, we're here. Might as well take advantage of it. You win some games that, you know, maybe you have a 50-50 chance and you find a way into that arena in San Antonio, and you just you're not promised to ever be back there. I think our guys had a great mentality that way, not being afraid to fail, but also understanding and appreciating the moment.
The first time two SEC teams face off in the Final Four. Bruce Pearl, Todd Golden know each other well. Golden, an assistant for Pearl from 2014 to 2016.
Now, one of those teams is going to be the first SEC school to play for a national title since Kentucky in 2014.
We're underway in San Antonio. That jumper is pure for Walter Clayton Jr. Early sweetness.
You know, Auburn was the best team in America all year. They had the best resume, but we knew we were playing great basketball at the end of the year.
We left to Martin, dribbles to the foul line, step back 15-footers, got it. To Cheney, Johnson tonight, the rim shot blocked by Howe. Lead back to Florida at 14-13. Hawk to the rim. How about that again?
We respect them, but we didn't fear them.
Muscles a shot up, denied by Hawk and hand-locked it.
We knew going out there, if we played to our capabilities, that we'd have a good chance to win.
Thomas Howe knocks down a big three-pointer for the Gators. Played for the rack. Thought about dunking out, tucks it under and lays it in with the right hand. The first half has come to a close.
It's the Final Four. You know, obviously we feel like we didn't play our best, but that wasn't on any one person or any one group of guys. That was on everybody. I pulled just a couple of them aside and I told them, at the end of the day, man, this is another basketball game. We know what y'all are capable of. We trust in y'all. Just go out here and be yourselves.
Just hearing that from one of the leaders and letting us know that, he's got our back, just gave us a little confidence to, win the game down the stretch.
As a competitor, you want to play against the best. I say something that we took from the previous game is that if we jump on them, they may crumble.
Great second half team. The Gators have been such they'll need to be here as they are down 8.
Chinyelu steps in a crowd and he puts it in.
Rebound Richard with contact. Attacks the rim, scores and one.
Off the Jones miss. Clayton take over time. Yes.
Thought about a 3-down takes. And hits. We're tied at 49.
We had to overcome that moment of them fighting back, them throwing their best punch. And once we did, we made them crumble.
Knocked away by Chinyelu. Pettiford never got the shot off. Martin with a signature slam.
Me and Walt always say we know he has crazy bounce. When he got the first one against Auburn, we're like, okay, there it is.
The one where he dunked on, it was like 3. It was like 3 or 4 of them down there. I'm kind of half court behind him just watching. So I'm just like, oh, there it go. We've been waiting on that all year. So I think it gave the team a lot of juice during that time.
Clayton lines it up. Downtown hit.
That's the Drew handball to the top of the key. 2 passes to Jones, back to Brew. Down the left side of the lane. Offensive foul.
They wanted it, but we wanted it more. That's been our thing the entire year.
Clayton the drive. The anchor goes and the foul. The kid's miraculous. Nice seal by Howard. Gets it to go. And the hunter. Pettiford pulls up. Misses on a 3-ball.
Look at the save.
Clayton saves, and it's over. A return to national prominence. Florida will play for the national title.
Way to be resilient, way to be tough. Huge second half, man. We're still alive. We got a chance to go win the Natty on Monday night.
We never got rattled. We never lost composure, and we knew that there was no way that anything could break us up. We wanted to come together, and that's what made it fun.
To get to the Natty, knowing you guys were on the doorstep, what did that mean to you guys?
Man, I can't even explain it. Like it's just like different. Being able to be like, we made it this far. Just being able to be there, know that you playing the championship game, I was like, yo, that's different, and I'm forever grateful for this moment.
It was a feeling between, getting there, but it's also a feeling like where you can just change your whole life. No matter your experience, no matter your path, no matter what they claim you to be, you can always overcome. You can always be resilient.
I was having trouble really trying to think about what exactly is the right thing to say to these guys as we go on the floor to compete for the national championship. And I'd reached out to a couple of the former Gators who were in town attending, just thanking them for coming. And Udonis Haslam sent me an amazing text.
Todd, thank you. The connection and brotherhood your guys have displayed is inspiring. That is their superpower. Those guys truly love and play for one another. Talent is one thing, but the most connected teams win. Mentally, you will sacrifice and dig a lot deeper when it's your brother than you will for someone that you just call a teammate. You have done a hell of a job bringing in high character, lunch pail, hard hat guys. Multiple recruits having 0 stars and grinding with a chip on their shoulder. That is the I love. A chip on your shoulder will make you a monster. Finish your food. Go Gators. Let's go. Let's go.
I knew there was a chance to go out there and be legends, and I made sure the team knew that as well. Like, just leave it all out there. We got a chance to do something special. That's what we all dreamed of. So
40 minutes, everything you got, bro. This is what we worked so hard for. We can become legends today. Let's do this. Play for each other. Have fun doing it, man. Let's go. Gators on 3. Gators on 3. 1, 2, 3. Gators.
For the Gators, Lee Humphrey, this is a chance at a 3rd national championship here in their 6th trip to the Final Four. And a first for Todd Golden as the head coach.
On the biggest stage, the ultimate goal. Florida and Houston for the championship.
And we're underway. And the opening tap belongs to Houston.
Yeah, we thought going into the game that Houston was just going to try and make it really scrappy and physical, but you know, we play in the SEC all year. We've been used to teams trying to do that.
Sharp layup, swatted, got tipped by Chinyelu. Handed off to Martin, sends it ahead to Clayton. On the break, the Condon dunks with 2 hands, and the Gators are on the board. Clayton inside, goes high-low. Chinyelu catching a dunk to tie the game at 6. Sharp deep 3 up top. That's no good. Still 6-6. Lob deep, handlock, got behind him. Lays it up and in.
Houston's a great team, and they play so hard, man. They're, the best defense in the country, and so we definitely got tested early.
We knew we were a tough team as well. We weren't going back down. We knew we had to come and punch too.
Squaring up Sharp. Drives left of the hand-locked and screen. Inside of the hand-locked and throw. Tip pass to Richard. Corner left 3. Got 3. Triples now in the first half. 14 for Will Richard, and the Gators cut it to 3. The national championship game has reached the intermission.
Yeah, it's a war, and we go in there knowing what we sign up for. Just my mindset was clicked. Like, you know, it's not gonna be easy. It's never been easy, and nobody's gonna give it to you. So you have to go there, you know, grab it and never let it go.
I mean, basketball is basketball. Like I said, man, sometimes the ball go in, sometimes it don't. Only down by 3, obviously we had a great half. I was just thinking, you know, however we gonna win this game, we need to find a way to do it.
Clayton, nice pave it up. Condon is there, and he flushes it down. Bring it across half court. Lobs deep, caught by Condon, and turns and dunks with 2 hands. Now makes contact, shoots off Condon, and banks it in. Shoves it out to Aberdeen on the right angle. He'll attack the rim, taking Usain to the cup, puts it up and in. To the left side for Martin. Martin can't turn the corner, dials for 3, drilled it straight away. Elijah Martin, back to Cryer. 3-ball straight away, blocked by Huck. Loose ball for Richard, back to Huck on the break. Flip it up and in, and 1. They've cut it to 4, it's 45 to 41. Setting up shot between the circles. Drives on Arsenault to the rack. Layup good and 1. Give and go with Clayton, and he laid it in and caught a foul. Another 3-point play opportunity for Walter Clayton Jr. Gives it back to Clayton. Off for 3. Good.
Knew that they weren't going to allow us to, you know, be effective offensively early in the clock, so we had to really grind it out. And in the second half, what turned it was our defense.
Houston holding on to a 1-point lead. Cryer didn't have a chance. Great help. Clayton over to Martin. He drives. Foul call.
Those last 4 minutes, that's when the best of us come out.
First lead since 8-6. From the right wing, Sharp fumbles the ball and goes out of bounds. It's off speed. And the Gators have the basketball with 26.5 seconds to go. 2 free throws for Denzel Aberdeen with 19.7. Second free throw for Aberdeen. It's good. 2-point game. Timeout. Houston. Now handed back to Cryer. Cryer will bring it up the center of the floor. Pauses, keeps the dribble alive. Cryer with 12. Cryer shoves it to Usain on the right wing. Usain picks up a dribble, pivots. Back it out to Cryer, front court right. 5 seconds left. To Sharp. Sharp spiked the ball and can't touch it. Condon dives for neck. Grabs it. That's it. That's it. Chop this one up for the Gators. Chop a national championship for Florida. The orange and blue dream is real. For the first time in 18 years, Florida will cut down the nets. Winners of the national championship. 65-63 is the final score.
The Gator boys and tails, baby!
The confetti already flying from corners of the Alamo Dome.
It didn't feel real. Like, we actually won it, and then everybody was going crazy. I'm seeing coaches jumping up. I saw Coach Hartman. He was jumping as high as I ever saw him. So it was special. I mean, like, everybody was going crazy. That's what you dream of, and it still doesn't feel surreal. It's like that's just the most special moment of my life, probably.
Congratulations to the University of Florida Gators, the 2025 national champions.
It ain't a dream no more. It's real. You know, to experience that in real life and not always dream. It's just a testament of hard work and dedication, man.
You have so many different players from so many different places on this team, but all of us were under-recruited. We kind of had that underdog mentality through this entire season. Like I said, we love each other, and that's what I think was the biggest aspect of why we won.
Man, Gator boys, stay hot, man. We're bringing it back to Gainesville, man. Shout out Florida.
We love you guys. Thank you for coming out. Celebrating, turning us up, celebrating with us. We appreciate you all, and go Gators.
I can't wait to get back to Gainesville for the people. We're national champions. They can't take that away from us.
It did not feel normal. It did not. We won the game, and we go back to the hotel, and you realize, all right, that's the last time you're gonna have Walt, Will, and Elijah on the floor. That's the last time you're gonna have Coach Kevin Hovde and Coach John Anderjack with you on the staff. And it was a little bit of the end of an era to an extent in our short period of time here. You miss it already. You enjoy going to war with those guys. Obviously, when you play in a great team, when you coach a great team, you really enjoy being around those guys and the way they compete, the way they brought it every day. And I'm incredibly grateful for everything they've done for our program.
Gator go Gator, man. You see it? Back in the crib.
It means everything. I feel like from my first year in Gainesville, I've been welcomed with open arms from everybody, and it's just been a blessing to be able to be in Gainesville, be a part of a school like the University of Florida, and just being able to give that back to them with all the people that are poured into me I feel like that's what it's about, just giving back to people that have helped you so much.
The 2025 NCAA Men's Basketball National Champion, Florida Gators!
I think we were 3 hours late or something crazy like that, and to still have that many people there to cheer us on, and when we get there, it means a lot and shows a lot about Gator Nation.
It meant a lot, man. I think it just confirmed, what we was all thinking. There was a lot of people watching, and, a lot of people, depending on us to win the game. So, it was a great feeling, just to come home and celebrate with Gator Nation.
There's no us without the fans and their support. So, walking through with the national championship in my hands is just a crazy feeling, and I have to pinch myself.
That's what you think of when you think about Florida basketball. The glory years, the support, the alums, the students. They're incredible. And to see their joy meant a lot to us, and we were really glad that we could provide that for them.
The identity of this team became that of the 06-07s of the Gator Boys. The Gator Boys stay hot.
Yeah.
What did that mean to this group?
Well, I think Torian Green deserves a lot of credit.
Gator boys, stay hot. Yeah, we stay hot. Gator boys, stay hot. Baby, got that fire.
It's rare you get a group of guys who will come in and really embrace and respect the past.
Ball game is all over. Oh my! The Gators have won the national championship.
Obviously, these guys wanted to create their own story, have their own name written in the Florida history books, which they've done. But in order to do that, they locked in to what we did. They asked questions. How was it back then? What'd you guys do? So they really brought it into the past and really respected the past success of the program and really wanted to get it back to where it needs to be.
We always had those thoughts, and those 06 and 07 teams, they inspired us. Those guys are the reason that we want to become, Gators and be a part of this program. But to also put our own names in the history books, and to motivate the next generation to come up behind us, it's a blessing.
Gator boys, stay hot. We got that fire. Yeah, we stay hot. We got that fire. We stay hot. We got that fire. Hey, we got that fire. Hey, we got that fire.
It's just a great feeling whenever your team could, etch their name into the history book, and be mentioned whenever great teams or, great players are talked about. It's just a great feeling overall.
It's nothing but love. They play with a chip. They play with an edge. Everything expected from a Gator if you come to play here, that's what these guys do.